Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's first topic, FirstTake talks about Lamar Jackson. Look, this is almost fitting, right? Because the ESPN just finished their quarterback rankings, right? And of course, now the question arises again: can Lamar win a big moment? Can Lamar win the Super Bowl? Is it too late for Lamar to win the Super Bowl? And I'm like, hold on. This guy's younger than Joe Burrow. How is it too late for him? But anywho, that's where we're at. So, of course, RG3 has something to say on this because he was on the panel for FirstTake yesterday when this came out. So what I'm going to play his audio, and then we're going to break it down. All right, so without further ado, let's get this party started.
Jackson and Flock Nation came up short, we remember, against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in last year's AFC Championship game, where Baltimore and their offense looked basically non-existent, leading many questions to whether or not Lamar's ability to win in big moments is actually there. And so hello again to Robert Griffin III. And RG3, I'll go to you first here. Should reaching the Super Bowl silence Lamar's haters?
Shay, I don't think it'll silence Lamar's haters, because if he reaches the Super Bowl and doesn't win it, they're going to say, hey, he can't win it. And if he wins one, they're going to say, well, I bet he can't do it again. He's got to win multiple. So, I mean, I know as a Baltimore Raven and as his teammate for 3 years there and a mentor for him while I was on the Baltimore Ravens, no one works harder than Lamar Jackson does, and no one cares more than he does. You can talk about the media and the expectations, what the fans expect, and what his teammates expect, but he expects more from himself. And quite honestly, I'm tired of people playing stupid games with his name. At the end of the day, the pressure is high on him to win. The Ravens made it to the AFC Championship game last year. They brought in Derrick Henry, and they have the #1 defense in the NFL. All those things are true. But Lamar gets held to a different level of criticism and scrutiny than many other quarterbacks in the NFL, and it's because he was doubted when he was coming out, and people are holding to those evaluations. I had this conversation with Scott Van Pelt on Monday Night Countdown. He said to me that Lamar doesn't have haters because he's a 2-time MVP. And yet here we are, once again, talking about Lamar Jackson, his critics, and the haters. Maybe everybody doesn't love the way that he plays the quarterback position because it's not quarterbacky enough for them. But the bottom line is that in today's NFL, using your legs and your arm at an extremely high level is what Lamar Jackson does best. He's the best dual-threat quarterback in NFL history, and people need to wake up to the fact that the game is changing and stop trying to crucify a guy who is at the same point in his career that a guy that we all work with and love, and Peyton Manning was before he won his very first Super Bowl. Give Lamar Jackson the time and the grace that he deserves. Stop criticizing him and telling people what he can't do, but he's going to prove you wrong either way.
Thank you. And look, I've been saying this. Y'all have heard me championing this all the time, and I get so tired of some of the fans, right? Some of the people that just take shots. I want you to understand something. When all is said and done, his gold jacket has already been signed. Signed, sealed, delivered. It's done. It's completed. It's in the books. There has never been a 2-time MVP to not make the Hall of Fame. Your quarterbacks, who you feel are quarterbacky, won't even sniff the Hall of Fame. And a lot of them haven't sniffed winning a Super Bowl. That's the funny part. Look, if you don't like him, just say you don't like him. But to then take away all or try to diminish his achievements while then propping up guys who have not achieved nowhere close to what this man has achieved, right? For every little thing that they do. Oh, Josh, look at how much touchdowns he scored this year. He's the best. Oh, look at Joe Burrow. Oh, my God, he made the Super Bowl 3 years ago. Oh, my God, he's the best. To show you how much they love Joe Burrow, they tried to usurp Patrick Mahomes for him. There were arguments that he was a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. And not only that, he was better. They pretty much diminished Patrick's Super Bowl. I told you, I don't dislike Patrick Mahomes. I like Patrick Mahomes. I truly do. But that's how far their love and adulation goes when it comes to a Joe Burrow and a Josh Allen. It's ridiculous. Guys that have achieved more, you got these guys. Listen, it should be Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and since y'all want to say Super Bowls matter, fine. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Matt Stafford, everybody else. Because Matt Stafford's still playing at an extremely high level. And he got his Super Bowl. If making Super Bowl happens, heck, right after that, I can put Jalen Hurts and Aaron Rodgers. If that's what matters. It's like, come on now, man. Be real. And I agree with everything that he said. People just like playing with his name. I think that everybody knows that, hey, his name brings clicks. But here's the thing. This is the most annoying part about it. Because you heard the part that he accentuated. And he said, even if Lamar won a Super Bowl, they're not going to stop. One isn't enough. I've told you guys this before. He's literally saying everything that I said verbatim. One championship's not enough for Lamar. They're like, oh, well, can he do it again? Who cares? Who cares what he got? Wow, one. There's a lot of guys who got one. I'm telling you how they're going to pivot. The only way to shut them up is for Lamar to win multiple. And I don't even think multiple. I think in actuality, if he doesn't end up, and he said that at the end, more than Patrick Mahomes, they'll still take shots at him. Listen, I'm telling y'all this now. When Lamar Jackson wins his second Super Bowl, they will come out, I'm telling you this, after he won, and everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe he won his second Super Bowl. I mean, where do you rank him all time? You're going to have, once all that quiets down and the next season starts, you're going to have a whole bunch of these talking heads coming out and being like, look, I get it. He's a 2-time MVP, 3-time. At that time, he's probably going to be like a 3 or 4 MVP guy. But whatever, a 2-time champion. He's just not my cup of tea. You know, I'm not hating on the guy. He's achieved everything great. I just like Joe Burrow better. That's what they're going to say. They're going to take all stats, all winning, everything. Look, I just like him better. Then I'm like, you serious? How? Who cares if you like who you like? We're asking who's the better quarterback. I'm going to pick Joe because I just have a more affinity for Joe. The best part of waking up is Joe up in my cup. I'm telling y'all. Y'all can clip this. I'm telling you it's going to happen. When it happens, y'all going to be like, this man Nitro. It's easy to see where they can pivot. There's only so many moves they can make. It's like, yo, he's going to go right. Well, I shielded off the left. He can only go right. It's like, it's common sense. It's nothing crazy. Nothing. And if y'all didn't tune into yesterday's episode, this is what it's relating to, because there goes back the list. Top 10 quarterbacks from ESPN, with Lamar Jackson being number 4, coming off an MVP season. An MVP season where he was almost unanimously picked. He's number 4. A guy who was injured, who was outplayed by his backup, is number 2. And a guy that throws more or does more turnovers than touchdowns, he's number 3. Hey, what do I know, right? What does RG3 know? We're just Lamarites. We just love Lamar. That's why we say what we say. Forget facts. Forget what he's achieved. Those don't matter. Only thing that matters is Super Bowl victories. And then you come back to reality and realize none of those other guys have won Super Bowls neither. But hey, it is what it is. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with RG3? That you're tired of people playing with his name? Or are you guys saying, I don't care, he's not a real quarterback. He's just a great athlete. He's not a real quarterback. He's not a real quarterback. He's not quarterbacky. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, all right? Because foolishness loves company. But as always, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're going for 10,000 subscribers. We're at 7,200. That's 7,200 and change. Let's get that number as high as possible. We're trying to knock this thing out the park. We're trying to make a platform where you guys can smile, laugh, and still get great information from. Help me build it, all right? And if you haven't checked it out, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, and I'm going to tell you what the equipment is. New cameras and a Starlink. That's what we're saving up for. Bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is Money Sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, it's The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nectar, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah.
Finish him, Daddy.